Yo, it's your boy Big Homie.CC. Welcome back to Off the Grid News. I'm here with my co-host.
Roll call.
Yes,
it's
sir.
your boy OTG Roll in the building. What's going on, man?
Yeah,
What's
and
that word,
official
brother?
Bizzy B, the junkyard film producer.
Grat.
The junkyard film producer going great.
Giving that sound effect, you know what I mean?
Grat.
That gritty, that,
Give him
yeah.
that,
How y'all feeling today, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Today's been a extraordinary day, man. We
sure.
we filmed earlier, man. Some really good stuff.
Yeah.
On another platform, which was good, man. I really enjoyed it, man. Man, everybody looking kind of, man,
Y'all was gonna
kind of
say,
spiffy,
I
man.
was
You know, we
gonna
looking
say,
like
yeah.
we looking real spiffy, man. This the gear we have on is from a young brother I met here at the Magic Show, man. A young brother, man, by the name of Darren McFadden. He has a clothing brand called 717. Man, he's got some fly ass apparel, man.
No, it's not Darren McFadden, the NFL player.
No.
This is another fly
This
young
is Darren
individual.
McFadden from Washington D.C. area, man. Inspirational, man. Young brother, man. I met him, and man, he's like, hey, man, I'm trying to get my brand out there, man. So he sent us some nice stuff, man. You know, to see what you have on, man.
Look, this is it. I'm gonna show y'all.
For
This-
sure. That right there.
Look, you see that whole thing?
Oh, yo, whoa.
Yeah, man. So shout out,
We
man.
get
Hey,
the idea. We get the idea.
Yeah, that's the pause. That's
No, for real. I got a question for y'all though.
Let's go.
How do you feel about okay, I'm not going polyamorous relationships? What would you do if a lady that you used to date,
Okay.
y'all remain cool, y'all remain friends, and she wants you to meet her new guy for you to get your seal of approval? And when she shows up, it's her and she got two boyfriends, and they all together. And that's their relationship. They're in a throuple together. What would be the first thing you say to her?
I wouldn't say nothing. I'm gonna slap shit on both of them. If both of y'all let a woman have y'all with y'all her boyfriends, and she calling the plays and calling the show, man, I just think that's, I don't know, man. What you think, BH?
Oh man. Okay. Cause like when people are in a throuple, usually everybody dates each other.
What about the guys? They date each other too?
boy. That's
Some cases, probably.
I mean, it's just hard for me to see that and somebody not getting strapped with some type of. It's just hard to see that because like to be sharing your ground with another man in the same house and y'all sharing one lady.
That's really a train.
So what does she want your approval for? She already got two whole niggas that gave each other approval.
I think what she might want is,
More to the company?
it could be that, or for her to maybe that shows some kind of power and dominance. Like, look what I could do with two other men versus what I could do with you. Maybe.
Now,
that's,
what if you had a kid with her? You getting the kids out of the house? Because you can't let them live in that.
That's something to think about.
That's something to think about? Yeah.
That's something to
Yeah,
think
you went
about.
deep there, bro. That's something to think about. man.
That's because, come on now. If I'm going to pick
You
up my
going over there,
kids.
she getting thrashed, both of them in there, you know.
They're going to be like, I got three dads. Everybody at school going to be like, what you talking about?
Go to school. I got two. Oh, well, damn. What if she a single mama?
But then she brought.
What if you the baby
that's,
father?
Yeah.
That's
That's
what he was
the
kind of
dynamic.
saying. That's the dynamic.
Your baby mama wants you to meet her two boyfriends, her two husbands.
Well, you know what?
Would
If
you let your kids stay over there?
Well, you know what? If you think about it, there's probably a lot of women who they don't have necessarily a polyamorous relationship, but maybe they got two
With
dudes.
the kids seeing multiple
And
guys.
the kids
every
seeing
day.
multiple guys coming in and out of the house.
Mommy's friends.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
see, that's why I'm big on marriage, because like that's why I'm big on marriage because once kids get involved, that's like the only way to control who come around your children. Because if
Yeah.
not, you don't have that finite decision making ability. Because if my baby mama show up and she got two dudes, I'm not finna let my kids stay over there because young minds is very impressionable and I don't know them.
Right.
And then like they gonna be responsible for teaching my kids stuff when I'm not around.
And they got to be weirdos because look at the situation they okay with.
Bro, do you know how hard it was for me to date a lady who had multiple baby fathers? and they got access to my girl every day.
Yeah, that
Now y'all in the same crib. And in order to talk to her, you gotta say, hey, "Excuse me, hold on, bro. Let me talk." No, and knowing Biz, that is not gonna fly.
never.
Like with the first 15 minutes of that, you gonna see people running out the building. Like, hold on.
It's a fire alarm.
Oh my goodness, just thinking about this right now, because it's going on.
For sure.
That's crazy.
It's literally happening. You know, the thing I've talked about in the past when it comes to stuff like this is even if they say they're not in a throuple, but she has children by other men. And it's still the power dynamics are off because the other man sometimes in relationship is still there. He still has access to your woman or the woman that you care about. Sometimes, and then the woman has to answer to the demands of whatever he's talking about. What do y'all feel about stuff like that? You know, because the kids, obviously they came before you, right?
Well, I can understand.
I'm not a parent yet.
Okay. I can understand what you're saying on that, but I've seen it kind of where it was almost in reverse of that kind of situation, even though it's the woman that's got the kid and she's got a new man. So I was filming a reality show, and they were going through a divorce. The husband sleeping downstairs, but while she was upstairs, she had her new boyfriend coming while the husband was off, and he works graveyard. So when he would come home, the other boyfriend was upstairs asleep and would leave while he was sleeping during the daytime. They never ran into each other.
That let you know who was in charge.
Yeah, but they both in the same house.
I'm just saying, it was
you're right.
If it's two Vikings in there, somebody dead.
But
that's
what I'm saying. And it's been like, so it was. He found out. It took 3 months.
But what about for the guys? They have the children.
Okay.
And so they have the children, but they're deficient, and some of these guys are so deficient. But for the men, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, so they're still depending on the woman who now is moved on with a relationship. You're still depending on her. For what should I do with your sons? Go figure it out. Go get you a second job. Yeah. Go do whatever you need to do, but don't call to her, especially if she has a man, a real man. That's my take on it. That's my feelings on about like that. And it causes a lot of wear and tear on the women, I think, too, man, sometimes. You know, it's a lot of demand because she may want to move on, but I don't think sometimes women, when they're really with a man's man, like, you know, with a man who's really a leader, I don't think they really understand like how a man is viewing them if they're used to having a man that they have maybe more control of.
I think this is a big control situation.
Yeah, big control situation.
And then you gotta. It's hard for me to trust dudes who
of course,
let ladies just lead them.
But that's what you said in the first point was the dynamic that God has set in place.
For sure.
He wants you to stay together. He wants it to be you two that's raising the kid together.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? The mother and the father. So that way, there are no other outside parties that can infiltrate or influence or even harm this kid in any kind of way, shape, or form. And we're seeing a lot of that, and that becomes a cycle, and it fucks up that kid's mind, and they grow up becoming an individual who messes up the lives of other people.
But when it doesn't work, I mean, even when it doesn't work, when the things collapse, let's say she's married, it collapses. You know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, and when it doesn't work, then what is the woman left to do then?
I think that at that point, you still are in this together raising the child because you guys are coming together as a team.
Some champagne in there?
You know what I mean? Like, for example,
I'll replace it.
You and the mother of your child, you guys had a great dynamic in helping the child together, even whatever's going on.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a team still. You get what I'm saying?
See, there's some people that don't know how to be a team. Mother for anything, though.
No, but you guys were a team in the sense of you guys had one goal looking out for your son.
No, he came with me, and she knew that this man loves his son. Get the fuck out of his way.
Yeah. That's what it took, though. But it was an agreement.
It was just like, hey, that man is with his son. Yeah. Get out of his way. She didn't give me any static about anything. And my son, guess who he called when anything went down? Rest in peace, son. I love you. Guess who he called?
Yes. Pablo Smalls.
Pablo Smalls. He called me.
Pop.
He didn't run to his mother. He called me. But then you got a lot of men who are so-called taking care of their kids, and they still having to do what? Go run to their mothers.
For help.
That's weird to me.
As a grown man run to their mothers or run to the baby mother?
As the kids, your first line of defense is always going to be what? Your father. When all else fails, you go to your father. That was for me. When anything went wrong, I go to my father.
You was a present, active father.
True. I was a present. Yeah, some of these dudes ain't present and active. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's true.
And then, you know, if you don't have an active father, you might be somewhere smoking bed bugs. 'Cause that's something that's going on right now. And it's like, man.
Let's divert the bed bugs. What is this, man? I heard you say something about this. You and Ro.
Yeah. So they are now finding that there's people who are taking bed bugs, putting them in a pipe, and taking a torch and lighting them up because there's this pheromone that releases inside of them.
Crushing up the bed bugs and smoking it, bro.
Where they getting it from? Motel 6?
It's a new way to get high.
Made me just feel, like I was walking through wet concrete.
And it's called bed bugs. That's because it is bed bugs.
So what it does is it enters the brain and it goes to certain receptors in the brain that are in the pleasure centers of the brain. And those are stimulated, dopamine is released, and the person gets a high from that.
Bed bugs have a known hallucinogen that if smoked or injected can cause major hallucinations. There is no way to extract the active chemical known as pH-417, so the entire bug is dried, crushed, and then
Well, there are websites that sell bed bugs.
Why would you want to buy?
So I guess you see a local outbreak, you pulling up over there.
Real free crack.
It's something called pH-417. The guy said he felt like while he was walking, it felt like he was moving through liquid.
Wow.
Bed bugs.
Where have you become as a man?
But you said bed bugs take blood, right? Like
They
from
They're parasite, definitely a parasite.
They bite you and they drink blood, bro.
Yeah, they're definitely a host. They're a host bug.
Somebody got the meningitis, you finna smoke it. Stupid, man. See, once you start doing like moron moves consistently, you deserve everything that's finna happen to you. So as soon as your teeth falling out, your skin peeling off, you ask for this. Because there's a small chemical. The bed bugs is tiny, bro.
Yeah, they're almost microscopic.
Probably got to crush up hundreds of bed bugs to get high.
They taking like 3 at a time, and that's like to fill a bowl.
That is so fucking
I want to know
disgusting.
who is the engineer behind finding out that you can smoke a bed bug. I want to know who this person
There
is.
was some junkie who was down to his last $2.
He ain't had no money.
He said, I don't know when I'm going to get another $2, but I got a surplus of bed bugs in here. And he's like, man, fuck it.
Because it always has to be somebody that's going to try to shit on themselves. So it's always one part. Like Timothy Leary with LSD and acid.
Yeah.
Timothy Leary, he was getting zooted, you know.
But he was like, he made a concoction. You know what I mean? He was working on elements.
Right. But he was an actual chemist, though, right?
Exactly. He was a chemist. Thank you. That's what I was.
I know
for.
some good chemists, man.
So yeah, I don't think this person had any kind of educational degree that was smoking bed bugs.
His brain probably fried now.
He smoked everything else already.
I'd rather see you scrape up skin flakes or something. I should cut your fingernails and just crush that up and try something.
Man, I want to ask y'all a question, man, Dan, real quick on this topic. Man, over the last, let's just say, 100 years, we'll say since the days of Prohibition. I'm going to ask you this question first, Ro. What do you think is the worst drug that has ever hit humanity?
Molly.
Molly. Wow. Okay.
Easily.
Do you have any experience with Molly?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah? You got some Molly nights?
Yeah, you know, man, I'll tell you this. It makes you like a superhuman. Of course, like I've accidentally tried a bunch of different drugs. Actually, yeah, that's another one. That actually not Molly, probably angel dust. That's probably the worst.
PCP.
PCP is probably the worst drug that's ever been created. Yeah, that's that angel dust, Holmes.
Oh,
that,
what about you, BS? What do you
Day.
think is the worst drug, man, that's ever hit humanity?
Social media clout.
Hmm.
That and fentanyl.
Whoo! I didn't expect that one.
That's
Yeah,
a good
bro,
one.
like, you know.
Fentanyl too.
Yeah, like they didn't label fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction.
It should be.
Because think about it, bro. Like, have you ever seen a crackhead overdose off crack?
No, they'll just beg you to death and steal shit on them.
I heard their heart's stopping. I don't know if they,
You
but
see
they get
people
revived.
People get old on crack. They get
Oh,
old
yeah.
on heroin. People hit fentanyl the first time and die.
Yeah, check. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that, and then like the whole social media clout thing. Like, I'm watching people literally sell their soul to the point where, look at the dude Dean the Great. You been seeing him?
Yeah.
He done got slapped, knocked out, all across every platform, and then it's like, damn, bro, like.
Slap the shit out you though.
I'm gonna show you the inside of the house.
I'll make you another clip. Don't do that.
Seriously?
Don't do that.
All right.
This is your future?
He's starting to fight back now, though. Like, I seen him with Crip Mac.
And then just look at how many people we know that this internet shit is their whole life.
Man, yeah. They've created a whole alter ego, an identity that doesn't even really exist. Created players.
Straight creative players. You know, you still got to face yourself as a man. Because, like, who you create yourself to be on the internet, you know, that's a character sometimes. You feel me?
Absolutely.
And if you translate that into your personal life, you get to the house, you want people inside your house to like praise you for some shit you did on the internet they never even saw. You's a piece of garbage human being.
Man,
you know?
for sure.
And then look at all these ladies we see going on here fighting.
Yeah.
And you know, that's why when I go to Africa and shit like that, they ain't never seen none of this. Because, you know, we don't have national pride like that.
Right.
Other places, they got national pride, they can track their lineage. You see what I'm saying? For us, before slavery, things seem to get foggy. You know what I'm saying? So you got people claiming to be already living here, Hebrew Israelites. Some people say they worship the reptilians, all kind of just crazy shit, all because mentally they made a choice that, you know what? This internet is what's going to run my life. Because I seen a streamer dude say, why do people have regular jobs when streaming exists? It's like, dude, everybody can't be a streamer.
Right.
And everybody on there is not rich.
Yeah. True.
You see what I'm saying? And that's like a real common misconception I see. Because, like, people will see me like, man, bro, I remember you telling us about this. I remember you, Biz Road. I remember watching y'all first episode till now. That was almost 2 years ago. Look how much money we done all collectively spent, invested, sweat equity put in. Like, you know, it take you 10 years to be an overnight celebrity.
Yeah. Most successful even the guy that with Walmart, he didn't become a millionaire until he was 55 years old.
Just like Mark Cuban didn't become a millionaire. He was 40.
Yeah. So, but man, that's dope perspective, man. I always like to say, man.
How old was you when you made your first million?
I was young though.
How young?
Man, I was in my early 30s.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had the shit on me, boy.
Yes.
Yeah, man, I had that shit on me, man. I was ready. But I want to say this, though, man. Fake shit can never be real, and real shit can never be fake, man.
For sure.
And a lot of people, man, think about the psychosis, the amount of energy, how much it's fucked with your mental when you know that this person that you are on the internet, that you're not really that person. And there's a lot of people really living that. That's one thing I think that some of our viewers, they sense with us is that we're very authentic and genuine with one another. They look right at the camera. This is not a cap. And the gentlemen, people that you see here, man, this is really us.
And thank y'all who support us.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes.
Because like y'all support has been able to help us.
And that's an encouragement as well. Yes.
For sure. Because we represent the people, you know. And somebody said in the comments, you know, you can't copy respect.
Nope.
Oh, I love that.
That's dope.
And I feel like that principle right there applies directly to us because, you know, people see how we move and operate, and they try to mimic it.
Yeah, of course. You always
They can't quite mimic it because, you know, the respect level was previously established, and it's not based off internet shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what helps us a lot with this dialogue that we have, and it helps us a lot for the people to be able to resonate with us.
1,000%.
You know what I'm saying? I want to commend y'all for that too,
man.
bro.
Right on. Salute to that, man. Yeah.
And
Hey, but you know what they say, man. Man, after the real McCoy, guess who come? The decoys.
For sure.
So,
We in a
you
decoy
know what?
era.
We the decoy era, man.
But that's what's dope about this is that everybody gets to see the ups, the downs, whatever goes on. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like, even if we don't agree at all times.
For sure.
There's other people that try to act like they agree on everything. And if they don't agree, they try to act like they've never heard it before. Like, oh,
you never heard
that's crazy.
Stupid, man.
He said, tell me about that.
Yeah, that's real.
Right, that's real.
But
That's real.
But that's the yes and people. But like, we really actually, like, if you put me on something that I don't know,
I don't know.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd be like,
vice
okay,
versa.
tell me more
you know?
about it.
So yeah, man.
Man, for me, I was going to close out with mine with the drug, man. I had went to my primary doctor, and my doctor said something. It blew my mind.
What'd he
I was
say?
thinking, he was talking about the drugs. I was thinking, okay, fuck, it's got to be meth, fentanyl, man. You know what he said to me? Sugar.
I was just about
Bro,
to say
sugar kills more people every year than cocaine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sugar, but I didn't want you to think I was being funny. So like,
What you talking about me because I'm fat? What you trying to say? Hey, they say you be picking on me too.
I know, that's why I didn't say that.
They do this with each other out the camera,
Man.
on the camera, all throughout
We'll
the
be
day.
talking about the deepest moment in like life, and then be like, "Yo, pause," and be like, "Yo, like."
Right, no, it's
I laugh
all,
at
But
y'all
it's all,
every
yeah,
day.
it's
no,
love,
it's
bro.
all good.
My favorite thing is, hey, boss, how you doing, boss?
Oh yeah.
So sorry I was late, bro. Hey, Brian, good to see you, boss. You need anything? I'm like, well, y'all crazy as hell. But that go to show that people really homies.
Yeah.
And, you know, I feel like that's what really helped us. And I got an idea, you feel me? We going to start letting a guest come and join us on some episodes.
Yeah. True.
You feel me? We going to do some giveaways, too. We got some new merch coming.
Yes, sir.
A lot of
717. Everybody go check it.
Yeah, 717, man. Thank y'all for the gear. We guys looking Star Trek-ish. you
Star
feel me?
Trek-ish.
Hey.
I'm rocking with it. And I want to ask y'all another thing, right? Clearly on this planet, a lot of things have intelligent design.
Okay.
And we share 98% DNA with chimpanzees. We share 60% with bananas. Weird. The most purchased item in all grocery stores across the world
Are
bananas. And cannibalism is legal in all 49 states except for Idaho. There's no laws against cannibalism, right?
Wow.
Then we see the CEO from McDonald's, after reports come out showing that the beef showed percentages of human DNA in the beef, pause. And when you watch the video of him, we're going to put this on the screen for y'all to see. When you watch the video of him, he takes Ro pointed this out. He took the smallest bite.
The Big Arch. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. All right, the moment of truth. That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch.
To make it's edible to eat, but I had an experience where we had some Big Macs, and we was giving them out to the homeless. We had some left over. We come home, give it to the dog. Dog wouldn't eat it.
Yeah.
And then you see the videos that they leave the Happy Meal out in the elements for months at a time, and it don't spoil.
Yeah, it's hard.
So is that just strictly for the preservatives?
That's the main piece of it.
So my question is this: is there enough cattle to sustain as many McDonald's locations that exist?
Definitely not.
I don't think so. You feel me? How is it possible that you'll see CEOs from certain companies say, "I'll never let my family even try this food," but they selling it? Where are we as a species when so many things are anti-human and don't have human rights on the forefront? Wouldn't that be considered demonic?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And that's why they start with an agenda that is slow. They have to program us.
Slow
They got to
roll
make
it.
so they're going to put it in the music. They're going to put it in the media. They're going to put it with celebrities joking around about it or whatever. They're doing it with robots right now, where they're trying to popularize robots before they go ahead and they fully infiltrate and they normalize it. And it's sad because it's mirrored off of the integration process after segregation with the civil rights movement. But that's how they try to do their agendas with different things now. including Satanism and including cannibalism.
For sure.
So Jeffrey Epstein's chef that was on the island, when he left the island, started his own restaurant where he was selling human meat.
Did you all see the plate that they were eating from when they showed a picture of Jeffrey Epstein? It looked like an entire human on a platter.
That's the chef. That's the chef that made that.
Did you see that?
Yes, he was making. He's a cannibalist chef.
It was a human.
He's a cannibalist chef, and it's not hidden. You can find this that he cooks people.
City goes to Francis Derby.
Which brings me to Francis Derby. For those who don't know who Francis Derby is again an individual and listed in the document he's talked about right here. Hi, ladies. Francis will be at 71st around 3 p.m. if you'd like to learn how to make beef jerky.
The chef they have at the island who prepares the food in the laboratory and mails it around the world to world leaders owns a restaurant called The Cannibal. And then they say, yeah, I'm walking up with the jerky. I'm walking up
Cannibal.
with it.
In New York City, Chef Francis Derby is particularly known for fabulous nose-to-tail cooking and expert butchery.
And it's well known and documented. His restaurant closed down, and then after that, he was on, I believe, QVC or one of the networks where he was trying to pitch to people the meat that he was cooking. And it was still human flesh and trying to tell everybody.
Where's he at now? Anybody
I think
know?
he's in like California.
Oh, he walking the street.
Yeah. Yeah, he's out. He's not arrested.
Why do y'all think we have not seen the amount of public outrage that we thought we was going to see when it comes to the Epstein files?
Man.
Social engineering?
No. I think it's just CIA running anti-propaganda against it. They just diverting us with other things going on.
War.
Man, the people should be outraged. We're supposed to be right now tearing shit down, man.
And they said we didn't see the worst of it.
Okay. Just before we got here to work, 47,000 more files are supposed to drop tomorrow. So we're going to be on high alert for that. I'm going to be strategically positioned. Paused. I'm going to be strategically ready to see these files because I feel like we're going to have to bring the tag team out and start pulling up on some people.
Yeah.
And just hold them publicly accountable because we got to start drawing the line in the sand.
Man, yes, man. It's becoming
it's getting out of control.
It's out of control. I mean, like, we watch it on TV, and I think, basically, I think I may have said it in another show, people, man, they become with future shock. I think we are inundated that our brains cannot handle any more data. So it's just churning slow,
bills.
most people.
I think
so. They have to deal with the everyday mundane. We have to deal with the everyday, the things, and so nobody, except for people that are alert and that are working with their higher state of consciousness and mind, and they still got some bandwidth left to stretch out to absorb that this is what's taking place. I need to shift paradigm.
I mean, you just found out that the rumors about celebrities and also politicians being people who eat and kill and do horrible things to children. Even when they're talking about Zorro Ranch. Did you hear about that too?
I've seen some things about that.
Okay, Zorro Ranch is where they were doing the real life Hunger Games, where they got kids out there that got to fend for themselves and destroy and eliminate each other mortality-wise.
I believe we're going to find a mass grave.
This is in New Mexico.
Do you remember that movie?
This was in New Mexico.
This brought me back. It just hit me. I don't know the name of the movie. Maybe you guys will. The movie with Ice-T. A bunch of these white gentlemen took him out to hunt, and eventually he started walking around. If anybody knows the name of the movie with Ice-T,
I need that.
And he started walking around, and next thing you know, he was hunting with them. And guess what? He really figured out that he was the damn prey.
The target.
Yeah, it's a comment.
Like
it comes from a
party.
book.
Yes.
Where the holes at?
You the hole.
You the holes, my boy. Be careful out here. Guard your cakes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of
Deadliest Game is the name
and if they take cat, what you call them?
Cat burglars.
Cat burglars.
Gotta watch these
cat
burglars.
Cat burglars. Take a cat.
So, but the Deadliest Game, that's the book that's based off of.
Okay.
So, where all the people go into a rich household and then they go out and they're let free just so everybody can hunt them down. but it's a thing that's been rumored for a long time. So everyone's hearing that. You hear about the satanic rituals, you hear about the blood sacrifices. It's like, what else can you do? And then you hear shit like the frazzle drip. That shit is horrifying. So
next level evil.
Yeah, what was it?
Give me the frazzle drip.
Yeah, the wiener dude.
You said what?
Wiener
You say?
dude. I said
Give you the what? I said give it.
Slow down, fellas. Pause. We gotta regroup.
He said something about wiener, didn't he?
Yo, this last 10 seconds just got really gruesome. For them crazy. We apologize, y'all. We just try to make sure we don't get demonetized.
Facts.
A lot of shit going on in the atmosphere right now. And I want to say this too, though. When I was in different parts of Kenya, they were mentioning a certain group called the Pokot people.
Okay.
And they said, look, if you walk in their territory, they're going to kill you and eat you. And I didn't really take that serious. But I'm looking like, man, I'm a big dude walking around. Motherfucker might think I look delicious. Pause. And then it's just like, that's really how somebody probably would think. Because out there, like, you can't hunt the zebras, and poachers get locked up for getting caught with zebra meat, and people was getting caught with human meat. You know what I'm saying? Because one of the situations I worked on was tracking a group of guys who practiced witchcraft from Uganda, who were using children to lure children to a location, kill them, and eat them.
Oh my God!
So like parents is contacting, showing like clothes that they done dug up in the ground. So I paid a little money to some military dudes, and out there, it ain't no warrant, none of that shit, bro. You feel me? If you suspicious of something, you tell the right people, they just finna come see about you. And they come in, kick the door down, and sure enough, they find bones, bodies, and there was actually a couple children in there that was they was preparing. And when you get to the root of this, it's all some type of black magic deity, demon that it tracks back to. And I feel like we need to start cataloging them, identifying them, and we got to start making readiness preparation packets for the public, because a lot of people are becoming more susceptible. Their third eyes were opening, and I think we're going to see a lot of massive changes taking place, because a critical thing I saw was they did a scientific experiment where they got, I think, a couple thousand people together to meditate at the same time, and crime dropped across the whole world for a brief period of time. And I feel like that group consciousness is our only solid weapon against these super normal forces that's taking place in our world.
Yeah.
For sure.
It takes alignment to go ahead to fight your spiritual battles. If you're not aligned, you can't fight it.
You probably can't recognize it either.
True.
You
like
guys see the report on this actor named Armie Hammer?
Armie Hammer.
He played in a gang of movies, man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what movies he played in, but they say that, man, women had reported him for abuse. They also started saying he was a cannibal and a killer. He was building some hotel and they found bones in it. They found a report of him telling some woman that he said that he was trying to find a doctor in L.A. He wanted to eat some of her ribs, take some of her ribs out, and he wanted to smoke them and eat them. This motherfucker wanted a whole barbecue meal. So they kicked him out of Hollywood, and I guess he's trying to come back on independent circuit. He denies all the allegations, but that's his name. His name is like Armie Hammer.
How is people not allowed?
Why would somebody make up something that damn crazy? See, that's what I think.
The truth is stranger than fiction. Whenever you see high strangeness, you notice that there are no laws in place to stop these things.
Yeah.
If you look up right now, bro, only in Idaho is cannibalism illegal.
Well, you think about some of the files that we haven't seen that some of the officers that had, 9 out of 12 of them
suicided.
Think about it, man. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What was he doing?
Cannibal.
He was a cannibal. He's turning motherfuckers in beef jerky down there.
He's ripping their faces off. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And you see jerky mentioned in the Epstein file.
Oh shit.
We gotta make it.
This man just.
What about the red leather shoes?
The army.
Oh shit! Made out of human skin.
What about even in Silence of the Lamb?
Again.
What was he doing?
Hannibal Lecter.
He was using the human skin.
Shit. Oh, you're talking about the killer Bill.
Yeah. Well, That's a
Buffalo
trilogy on the
Bill.
movie.
Look at Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah.
That
Cannibal.
motherfucker was pickling shit. He got motherfuckers in jars and
Oh
shit.
my God.
Man, that was incredible with this guy.
So let me ask you a question. You in the middle of doing you're doing a retrieval.
Oh shit.
Y'all walking in, boom, kick the door in, and you see in the fridge there's pickled human pieces. What you doing?
Throw up game. I'd probably be sick to my stomach, man. It probably would mess me up. Because once you see something, guess what? You can't unsee it.
Yeah, I've never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, I've never seen
in my life and on my path. But if I did,
I mean, I've seen people expire.
There would be some very, very exigent circumstances for somebody. Yeah, it'll be one of them situations where we just never talk about it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, some people you got to ban to the nether realm, bro. Because there ain't no healing that.
Ooh,
for sure.
But that's what I don't think anybody's prepared to see within these
files. You know what even amazes me is sometimes, people will go so far that they've committed some heinous crime and that they'll still how do you get a saw and just somebody you used to love and you want to get rid of that person so bad you really saw through their femur bone, you saw their body in half. Yeah. You cut them up and put them in a little tiny ass suitcase. I've seen these crimes on these shows, and I'm like, damn, you was married to this person? That was your boyfriend? Or, and you literally did this shit with a handsaw.
So you know what's crazy?
How can
actually,
you even...
speaking on that, GTA, each of their games, they're based off of different regions. Okay. And they have different crimes, mysteries, and urban legends that happen in that area.
Check to make sure I don't get the same up.
No, you good. So what ended up happening, one of the ones that was based out of New York, it was a guy based off of a lot of times that they heard these stories about people who would ask for a ride to the docks so they could drop off a suitcase that had severed pieces inside of it. So this is something that just happens averagely to the point where it just became lore for the city of New York.
Yeah, you're a different kind of human. That's all I can tell you.
It's gross, man. That's disgusting.
But how about for people that knowingly are drinking the blood of humans and eating the blood, eating people? You know what? Quick question. This just hit my head. BH. Great point, bro. Why do you always see in the worst impoverished neighborhoods? Why is the blood bank always there?
Man, them plasma centers, Jack.
Think about that.
The plasma centers is always.
Where's that blood going to?
Plasma
is that many
came
people
from soldiers, right? Where they were mixing the water with the blood.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's where they were.
If you go to any place in America, the plasma place is always near Skid Row, bro. And they pay these people to donate their blood. You mean to tell me that many people need blood? Where's this blood going?
You know what? Change my answer on the worst drug. That's Adrenochrome, man.
Adrenochrome. They drinking this shit.
That's got to be the worst drug ever created. That's horrible because it's
this stuff is hard to talk about.
Yeah, man.
I saw something, man, and I don't want to bring up P Diddy name, but there's some young guy.
That's master. Well, imagine being that fucking gay that you went to jail for buying dick,
and then you insisted to go to Fort Dix.
Made sure you went to Fort Dix Penitentiary.
Damn, I didn't think about that.
You zesty man. You was that horny, you took yourself off the street.
Man, that is crazy.
Damn, you went to jail for buying Dino.
But on the mix with the Epstein and all of that, yo, they said that this man.
He went to jail for buying Dino. You's a goofy. Straight smurf.
That's the worst part. That's his charges. And in the document, they got to talk about busting nuts on nipples.
See, that's my thing, bro. Like, when he get out.
Transported men, man. That's kind of tough,
bro,
man.
When he get
you
out.
Transport no women. You transport.
I'm going to watch everybody I see go kick it with dude. I'm on their ass. Because, bro, if I know a man is insatiably horny like that he's spending his cheese to fly men out. If you call him the Punisher to your crib, you goofy as hell.
Cheese for cheeks.
Cheese for cheeks. Cheese for the man cakes, out of control.
Wow. But they were saying this. back to this again. This young dude said that they were showing these before and after pictures, and they say that Puffy would buy this guy's blood. I don't know if y'all saw that transmission.
So I'm saying some stuff about this.
And they were saying that the guy was buying it, and they were saying, well, look at Puff. Now they say he's aged terribly. I mean, well, shit, being in jail and fighting for your life will make you age.
Right. He's
But-
stressed.
Stress, yeah. But they were saying that this young dude, Puff, was buying his blood and was getting the blood stuff, man. But so more and more, man, this shit is really coming out to be true. With a lot of these people, man, with this blood shit, man, and
all
these
of
eating
it is
humans.
true and more.
Yeah, so.
All of it is true and more.
You think they're
man.
gonna just welcome him back when he's out?
Yup.
I think this is a forgiving country. Everybody here has short-term memory. And then you got a bunch of people that's just pause. I'm going to say pause in advance is dick riders, bro. I mean, me personally, like I said, I have some connections with him, man. I actually been around him.
You been around him before?
Yeah, I didn't just. I filmed a commercial, and I know some people that know him.
Why you ask like that?
I know, yeah. But he trying to see if I was at the party and shit.
No,
You know what
I
I'm
just
saying?
want to see if he met the Punisher.
You got a white suit?
No.
Did you see the Punisher anywhere?
I've only been in public with him. I ain't never been behind closed doors with the Punisher.
Smart man.
Punisher
was bald head too.
Yeah, Punisher. Yeah, man, that's wild. But anyway, man, but yeah, man, man, with that being said, man, I think like we were saying in a previous conversation, man, it's time for us to really we got to step the game up, man.
Sure.
We've got to talk about this. People say see something, say something.
See something, say something.
We've got to be like, I mean, 3 forms of faith. They say if you're not strong enough to stop it with your hands, it says to say something about it. And it says that if you're not strong enough to stop it with your hands or say something about it, then it says the weakest form of faith is, they say, is to hate it in your heart. And they say you to hate it in your heart, so therefore you never make associates with it. So if you're not strong enough to stop it with your hands, you must say something. And if you can't say something, hate it in your heart. And don't let these Christian people tell you, oh, hate ain't good. Hate is good. It is wisdom to hate what is evil. So therefore you never make associates with that type of shit.
100%.
So you should hate what's evil, man. Literally.
I think
Now, I mean, don't let me identify with a Christian, just anybody that's a believer.
No, I agree. But I'm saying, like, on the extent of just for health-wise, like, when you hold hate in your heart, it actually does hurt your organs at the end of the day. But if you do actually have a discernment and you make sure that you're cautious and you avoid it at all costs, of course. But I think, like, when you literally got hate, it destroys your organs.
Do you have compassion for the butthole rapists?
Oh, absolutely not.
I hate the butthole rapists.
But I'm smooth, cool off of them. I don't.
No, but I'm saying
I got you.
So I don't want anybody thinking that that's for me. How I maintain my vigilance, my spiritual vigilance against that is to know that is my devout enemy. I have to hate my enemy. I don't have the type of prayers. I'm not praying for my enemy. I pray for the death and destruction.
But I also think you can.
I got different prayer.
You can magnetize certain things that you hate to come your way. You know what I mean? Like if you see certain people who are racist, and then all of a sudden the race that they hate the most is just gravitated towards them. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you're saying that by the hatred, I can actually draw them more close to the butthole rapist gonna want to come closer to
I
me?
wasn't saying that directly, but that's what you said. He gonna be a butthole rapist magnet.
They just gonna be coming towards me trying to talk to me.
Running like zombies. Time for Draco to come out immediately.
Butthole apocalypse now.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
My Lord, where have we come as a
Butthole
society?
apocalypse is
Yeah,
wild,
man, but
boy,
no, man, I just believe in, man, stand down, man. I mean, you know what's funny is man that a snake can see a mongoose, they know it's on. Man, as simple as dog can see a cat, it's up. Man, when those gazelles cross that open field, man, them cheetahs know they got to catch one, they're gonna starve to death. Sure. And the gazelle knows he has to outrun the slowest cheetah, and he's gonna be eaten alive. Right. Why is it that humans we're afraid to point at the enemy and say that is the fucking enemy?
Because we removed from our natural habitat. We removed from that hunter and gatherer group thinking way of life. You know.
Well, now you're talking about a fine line between, what we just said, like the people who are like cannibals, like being like in a primitive state, and then also being compassionate. You gotta find a middle ground between
compassionate
both.
for the cannibal?
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
how
becoming
about the dude
a
that
cannibal.
wants to eat you?
No, I'm saying
cannibalism starts with reptiles.
So yeah, and birds eat themselves too. They eat each other.
Pigs do too. Pigs are big
anything.
cannibals, but they're big cannibals. They say when another pig passes away, he dies right in front of them. They say they started eating them from the ass first, from the shittiest part
Pause.
of the. That's the truth.
That's nasty, man.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
They eat their asshole first the
Yeah, they
moment
say
they
the
die.
the pig is a cannibal, and people still, just cook your pork good, just pray over God, man. That shit is a killer, man.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Actually, speaking on that,
Okay,
because
go ahead.
so you know like chitlins, right? And everybody talking about it's soul food and the smell of it. Do you think the origins of soul food is because it might have actually been humans that they had to eat?
They said in slavery that they ate slaves.
Yeah, that's the beginning of it. So the original soul food was eating fallen slaves.
No, it was eating your soul. Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know what? That was deep wordplay and perspective. How you merged that, man. You know what? Perhaps soul food is, man. Niggas, the first fried chicken was Chicken George. Shit. I mean,
Rest in peace, Chicken George.
Rest in peace, Chicken George. They fried his ass probably. You know, you just never know. But man, we've been through a lot, man. And I think just as a people, man, and it's we're almost at the phase, I think, man, where again, we have to make a stand somewhere on the front lines, man. I think people have to stand up, man. We have to be. We cannot be afraid to speak against this. We have to teach one. We have to alarm, alert. Because other than that, man, the people on the earth, we're not doing God's work if we're just going to allow the devil just to take us out. We can't just ball up in the corner and pray. I guarantee you, all three of us can play for a cheeseburger right now. You know what will come before a cheeseburger will appear in this room?
Butthole
Death.
rapist.
And the butthole rapist probably. But a cheeseburger is not coming. That's not the way the creation works, though. The creation.
A cheeseburger ain't coming, but the butthole rape is coming.
He might.
Hey,
Pause.
He said he might.
Pause. But yeah, but no, on real talk though, man.
Sorry about that.
We really no, you good, bro. We really got to mobilize, man. And
it's facts. Because look, the thing is this: they got laws in place that's sad, and this is the real question people don't want to talk about. Okay, so we want to do something. We're upset. We feel some type of way. There's cults that will sue you and fuck your life up before you will even get them in court for what they did wrong that you know about. So how are we really going to handle this? Are we handling this in a legal sense? Are we handling this out of outrage? Are we protesting? Are we boycotting? What is it? If we can see the guy from McDonald's, like he said, isn't eating the burger, and they said it's 2% human DNA inside of the meat. And again, human DNA, that could be somebody spitting or nothing in the food. No one knows exactly what it is. But it could still also be human meat that's being combined inside of McDonald's.
1,000%.
So what are we doing? Are we going to boycott it so they don't got no more money and no one's going no more? So what tactic do you think we should go with?
I say this. I know most people not at this level, but the person that I think that was at this level and he clearly got it was Theodore Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber. And if anybody wants to read the Unabomber manifestos, it's a 30,000-word dossier. And he pretty much talks about, man, he was against the technological revolution. And what he was saying in his dossier was that he was like that the technological revolution was going to make humans become unhumanly. He says that all of our behaviors are nothing but surrogate activities. We do shit that the human was never intended to do.
No, we still condone his actions.
And we think that it's humanly. Imagine if a fucking dog rode a bicycle in here right now. That would blow our minds. We would trip out. Well, a lot of the things that we do are not. They're surrogate to the actual human self. So what he did was he was against the tech. He started mailing bombs, which is at the highest level of radicalism, to UC Berkeley, these people he was against the internet. He said it was going to destroy the society. He said this. Same thing goes back to BH. So he started mailing bombs to people. And then he wrote a dossier to the New York Times and how he threatened them to post it. He was like, I'm gonna knock somebody down unless you post it. And then the dossier was gonna give you a quick one. You know what he said? He said, it is not until blood spills that anyone listens.
Facts.
Yeah, it's not until blood hit the ground.
History written by the best group of killers.
So it's not until somebody blood hit the ground that people gonna pay. Oh, this shit is real.
It's like the only way to change.
So it's the only way to change the world. Blood has to spill. So
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna pass it to y'all with this. Vladimir Putin said that the West are filling up their bellies with human flesh.
I saw that.
And the vampire's ball is coming to an end. And we getting ready to launch a Neighborhood Heroes initiative, and I think it's going to start there.
Heroes, yes.
And thank y'all for tuning in every week. We gonna keep pushing them out. We're going to keep cranking them out. And I'm going to go ahead and pass it to my brothers.
Hey, man, thank you guys. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and hype up the video as well.
Please
we appreciate you guys. We're going through the comments as much as we possibly can and making sure to get back to people, answering questions, and making sure that we address certain topics as well in the conversations that we have in the next video.
Yes, sir.
Man, yeah, I'd like to thank you all too, man. Yeah, we really do read the comments. Man, we appreciate, man, all of the positive support. And for you guys that get in there and make comments on how another man look, that's zesty.
Very
punk
zesty.
Chest. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you get in there, you comment on how I got beard look or what kind of shit he got on, man.
We live in an era now where dudes aren't attracted to you, they hate on you.
Man,
that's
crazy,
weird.
man.
That's weird.
Well, let's sign off with that.
Shoo!